Someone asked me, this mind, what are the benefits of, what are the rewards of, this ultimate seeing, this state of Atman? Is it that you know the truth about the universe, and you know the truth about God, and you know the truth about religion and spirituality, and how life started, how the universe began? Rumi speaks about the beginning. Do you know, although you say there's no beginning and no end, what does this beginning mean, you see? Is there a kind of beginning? What did you learn? What did God reveal to you? What is this pure state of consciousness? What is it that you cannot share, you see? That's what you get asked all the time. What is it that you know? And something says, yes, all of this was revealed, but I understand none of it. You see, I understands none of it. When I takes on board its I, it becomes secondary, and to what it was revealed to. It was revealed as. So the initial meeting means there's no higher and lower. There's no God, me, there's no consciousness, I. There is only what the non-dual speakers say is a non-dual experience. But when you take on board I, the mind puts the veil up and says, okay, there's a separation now. There is a separation, and the mind will not be able to share that because it cannot see clearly through the veil, so it makes some sort of mockery of what the truth is, about self, about existence, about my being here as that I am. So all of these videos are touching base, but they're not base. They're touching emptiness, but they're not emptiness. They're touching consciousness, but they're not consciousness. There's no separations when you touch, you see. But you cannot get a full grasp, When you pull the little finger of another person towards you, you're pulling the forces too much, you see. You break the little finger. But when you grab hold of the upper arm with a full hand-held tight grip, you can pull with no danger. So you're just touching base. So you have to talk about the rewards and the benefits of I. You see? The mind. The body me. The person me. The soul me. The spirit me. You see, because all of these are secondary when they become separate, Everything is whole, but there's a separation, When the raindrop leaves the cloud, it was once a cloud, but then it became a raindrop. But then it rejoins the stream, and the stream rejoins the ocean, and the ocean rejoins the atmosphere, and the atmosphere becomes the cloud. So you only know the truth about yourself when you're absolutely that moment of reconciliation. They call it revelation in the Bible. The mind calls it remembrance. There's a reattachment. So you have to speak about the benefits of I, and that's all really people are interested in, especially on YouTube. Social media, books, fictional fact, philosophers, psychologists, scientists, priests, they're all only interested in I, you see. And that's okay. Because you're just blabbing when you try and share truth with no I, you see. The only people you know that doesn't use the word I is royalty. They're very smart, very intelligent. They don't perceive to be telling you what to do. They tell others to tell you what to do, you see. You see, they're innocent. They're the it's not really us that's making the decision. It's the ones that we tell to make the decision that are making the decisions. So royalty only used the word one. Royalty doesn't say I am happy. Royalty says one is happy. See? Royalty speaks from that place. Royalty knows its truth. That's why they're so happy. Not because they have money and they have power and all that stuff, but they don't have to do. They can live their life out the way they want to live it out, the way they feel obligated to live it out. Their connection with their inner guru is so intricate and pure and real. They see the truth in what they are. They don't see the truth in what they project. They're not interested in that, you see. They tell you the truth by how they speak. One is happy. We don't use that. We don't use that statement. We say, I am happy. Meaning personal me is happy. When they say one is happy, the hands are open and they're projecting out because one is happy. It means happiness is everywhere. It's up to you to be one with happiness. So you have to say the benefits and the rewards are to be human again. All of the truth, all of the Sat Chit Ananda, all of the enlightenment, all of the spiritual connection with Christ and Buddha, and all that lovely Rumi within poetry that happens through this resurgence with the beginning, which is what Assisi says and Rumi says when the door opened. I went in this journey to look for this door, and when I opened the door, I was on the other side. So what's going on? It means wherever I am, I am. Wherever one is, one is. So you have to speak in a human tongue to tell you what the rewards and the benefits are to me and my body and my existence as this person that I've stumbled upon. I've stumbled upon this person, this body. I've stumbled upon this world, this universe, this planet. I've stumbled upon life. I've stumbled upon consciousness. Who is the I that has stumbled upon it? Is mind. All of this is as it is until mind comes up to destroy it in a very good way or a very bad way, to make something out of it, more than what it is, less than what it is. So what you have to do is you have to take a side of, I want to make more of what this is rather than less of what this is. But I'm going to make less of what is not necessary, you see. So you're not erring for the side. You're saying, I want to make more of what this is. It means I see the beauty of the landscape. I want to feel it within. I want to enhance it. I want to project it within. I want to become one with this universe, this earth. And I feel as if that is what is taking place. So I'm not just being here, I'm being here in full blossom, in full glory. But I also have to make less of what this is when it's seen as a bad way. So if there's a war that's not pertinent to my family and my friends and all that are around me, I know it exists, but I have to make less of it, meaning I'm not denouncing it. I'm not saying it's horrible, it's distasteful. I'm saying there's nothing that one can do on my own as one human form to change what is going on in this grand scale of what we call world. worldly events. So you have to take your petals in and sit and pray and hope. When I open my eyes again, when I become in full bloom, this war will be gone. This misery will be gone. So the rewards and the benefits are to see exactly as anyone else, but to have some sort of way, some reconnection to the inner Vishnu, the inner Guru, which is helping the human side come to terms with their existence, with their being in a body. I don't know if this makes any sense, but you regain your human. Yeah, name, I have a name. If I don't have the name, I don't have the name. I'm not attached to keeping things. I'm not attached to saying one way or the other. I am just a free-flowing entity. I'm a free-flowing form. I don't understand what freedom is, and I don't understand what bound is. They come and go. Their experiences, they come and go. Everything comes and goes when the mind is involved. The thoughts come and go. The breath comes and goes. The weather comes and goes. The wars come and go. This body coming and going. You say, well, it's not gone yet. Yes, it is. Every outward breath, this body dies. And then it sucks its life back in with the inward breath. We're dying every moment. So how come one fear death, you know? It's just the opportunity. It's just a chance that, okay, outward breath. Oh, I'm back again. You know, everything is coming and going. In truth, nothing. There is only consciousness that is stable. It is sound. It is silent. It is pure. It is all the words that you want to make it in a poetic way, or in some sort of grand scale of things. Consciousness is, you see, one is. Only the speakers that experience that wisdom, that moment, doesn't finish the sentence, you see. They don't finish the sentence. Because to finish the sentence means you know. If you know and you're using an I, you're going to be locked up in a hospital, a mental hospital, because you're going against all human instinctive properties and ways of the mind. So you say, like Papaji says, who are you, Papaji? I am that. No end, no ongoingness to the statement. Just the listener saying, where do I go now, you see? How do I make of that answer? I am that? That what? That over there? That up in the sky? No, that is inclusive of all. Truth is Papaji's book. Truth is. And the mind wants an answer. Is what? Is life? Is consciousness? Is God? Truth is. The answer is in is. One is. Consciousness is. Reality is. Truth is. Where can is take you, you see? In a human sense, I can make a story out of it. Truth is going to my work. Truth is lighting the fire. Truth is phoning my wife. You know, all aspects of is. All tentacles of the octopus. You know, the octopus has one eye. It can live without its tentacles, but it's searching, it's seeking. It wants to know where it is. It wants to know the dangers. It wants to know where to go, how to get there. It wants to have a feeling. It wants to know. It's looking, it's searching outside, it's looking. Its arms are everywhere, its tentacles are everywhere. It's looking for food, it's looking for warnings, it's looking for all these things. The body is an extension of is. Is an extension of I. In a very normal way. Yeah. You have one digit in front of you, and then you have two, and then you have three, and then you have four. The more digits you have, the more opportunity to actually discover. Yeah. So the more hands you have, the more arms you have, the more tentacles you have, the more you feel you're going to discover. But there are going to be many more warning signs, many more fearful things in your way, because you've got so many hands now, so many legs. So two is enough. But the one in the middle that spears its way through this body, anchors it, keeps it revolving, keeps it sleeping, keeps it waking, keeps it walking, keeps it operating. That I is one. See? And of course the mind says, one with what? No, that I is one. You can look at the letter I and the numerical number version of I, same, one with a little tail on it and a base, just to make it a wee slightly confusing for the mind, interesting for the mind, challenging for the mind. No, I is not one. One is a number, I is a letter. I is one. You see? The mind saying, no, I is a letter, one is a number. No, we're making a statement, an overall statement. We're not looking at numbers and letters, we're looking at what is operating this body and this world and this universe within. I is one. You see? The personal I becomes one. So the rewards and the benefits, they go on and on. Just like one experiences are going on and on and on, are coming and going, are fluctuating and up and down and in and out, beyond and beyond, into the past, into the future, one way, both ways, reverse ways. But I never comes and I never goes. That's the reward, that's the benefit. There's no such thing as birth and death. But there's no such thing as continuation of Graham the person. That's just another made up, hopeful punt from the ego. I don't want this Graham person to last for infinity. Oh, how treacherous. How horrible for the people who know me. That's why at the funeral they say, it's better he's in peace, you know. It's just because we can't cope with another few years of this this fool that speaks about nonsense. He's quiet now, he's truly silent. And they cry and they grieve, but it's a happiness, it's a joy. Because the blade of grass cannot be the blade of grass for the whole year. It cannot cope. Why could you ask a blade of grass to stand upright for you? Just because you like it. Death, as what we know as death, is very natural. And it's truly accepted when you see the nature of yourself. The nature of the consciousness that you are. Yes, the rewards and the benefits are to be here and look at the landscape and be in awe of the mystery. You know, the mystical mystery that takes place. The wisdom, it can go to hell. Who cares if you know how the universe started, apart from some egoistic scientist who wants the recognition or the name in Wikipedia or all that stuff. That's why true saints, they don't reveal the truth. because they don't want separation. They don't want someone to be, what's the word? Punished for their extra knowing, Destroy Wikipedia, destroy education, destroy time, and everything will still be as it is. Everything will continue with what life says it shall be. One shall be. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful statement that actually doesn't leave you stranded, your mind stranded. One shall be. You don't have to say be what. You know what it means. One shall be here. One shall exist. One shall let things unfold in the freedom of consciousness. The rewards and benefits, you understand you were a fool before to think that freedom was something that you'll never get. Freedom is that what your truth is. It's just that you choose to, I want to be a prisoner for a few years. I want to be a prisoner with happiness. I want to be a prisoner with joy. I want to be a prisoner with God. I want to be a prisoner with my family. I want to be a prisoner. You're not such a prisoner when you say all the good things, I want to stop being the prisoner. And nothing happens. Because there's no one to imprison. There's no one to lock up or let out. It's the idea of the mind. The rewards and the benefits are to be here alive as a human form, as a being, as a person, as a soul, as a spirit, as a consciousness that loves. Just evokes love, smiles, and simplistic ways. Not enforcing yourself on anyone. Not expecting anyone to do anything for you that isn't against the grain of their true nature. It's called the flow of life. You're no longer in the roller coaster ride with these large loops and these dueling dragons and the turning upside down. You're just on a nice sailboat on a tranquil lake, lucid. And there's no horizon, there's no end, there's no land. You just sail on.